So let's start with talking about your newest addition to the team. What was the process and thinking behind picking up Lucas instead of Phelps?
The process was kind of simple actually. Personally, I wanted to play with Lucas 2 years ago because I think when we had success with our team was with FNX, and FNX is a really passive player. He's a clutch player. He always decides when we really need it. He's really calm as well. He has a lot of experience. So I wanted to bring someone that would be similar to FNX, and at the time my bet was Lucas, but it didn't work out. We couldn't get him because he was about to play a major with his brother and he couldn't leave the team. He didn't want to leave the team. So after 2 years and 6 months, something like that, we are having the opportunity to play with Lucas. I believe the roles that he plays are the roles that we need a player to play. I'm not saying that it's going to fix every problem that we have in our team right now, but I think he's a really smart player. He's going to be a really important player for what we need for the season that we play in.
Alright, so what do you think about Furia, who even skipped you in the world ranking?
I think it's nice to have a second Brazilian team fighting in the world ranking. I think it's really healthy for our community, for our scene. We need some fire, we need competition. It's great for everyone. Of course, I play for MIBR, and for me, when I see something like that happening, was like in 2017 when we were the best in the world for 2 years straight, and one day I woke up and I saw I saw that FaZe stole our #1 spot, and I was like, oh, now things got serious, you know, let's practice, let's do more, because, you know, it can't happen. So it's kind of this feeling, you know, when I saw Furia, when I saw that Furia was in front of us, I was okay, guys, come on, let's practice more. But I think it's really healthy. I'm actually really happy because I know how hard they work. They deserve that. They have been working really hard. They have a good organization as well behind them. So I'm actually happy that they are doing really good in the ranking. But I hope in the future we can do. We might be our first and Furia second.
So it's always a motivation when someone betters you.
Exactly, it's always motivation.
So, you dropped out of the ESL 1 Cologne without a single win. How much time did you have for preparation with Lucas, and was that your biggest issue?
We had 5 days of boot camp with Lucas. It was actually a really good boot camp, even though it's not much time, but when we came to the tournament we felt really ready to play it. Of course, I don't think we were expecting to win this tournament. Every tournament that we play we actually expect to win, but this one we knew that we just did a roster change. We actually changed a lot of stuff in game, stuff that were not working with Phelps and inside the team as well. So I mean, of course we were never expecting to lose every match as well. It hurts a lot. We had a lot of individual mistakes. I think our T sides was kind of bad this tournament. I had a bad last map as well. I think I felt like I threw away some really important rounds against Big. So I mean, it's a lot of mistakes altogether, and that made us lose a lot of every match that we played this tournament.
But the atmosphere in the team, it's still great?
Yeah, the atmosphere in the team is still great. We are hungry, we want to improve, we are actually trying really hard. I hope we can get there. We actually know what it takes to get to the top. It takes a lot of hard work, and I can see that everyone wants to work as hard as we can to get there.
How do you feel about the next major in Berlin? Will you, for example, have a boot camp in Europe to adapt to the weather, at least?
Yeah, so our preparation to Berlin is already decided. What we're gonna do is already decided. We're gonna have a players break after IEM Chicago. It's gonna be last week of July. And it's going to be a really short players break. It's going to be 7 days that we're going to have to visit our families and friends in Brazil. And after that, we're going to stay 7 days in North America, in the US, where we're going to just start the pre-season, the pre-preparation season, and then after that, after this week, we're gonna head to Europe to boot camp. I think it's gonna be a 15 days boot camp into the major.
All right. Is the prestige of the tournaments organized by Valve still higher than the big tournaments like this one, like ESL 1 Cologne, or not? Because we know that the Lanxess Arena sold out once again.
Oh yeah, that's a really good question. I have been fighting like on social media about this topic, specific, and the way I see majors like 2 years ago was a total different way that I see majors nowadays. But I think Valve is doing a great job. They are improving a lot of points. They are changing a lot of stuff as well. In my mind, majors lost its prestige, but I think we are recovering it. I think it's still the best tournament ever, even though I feel like tournaments like ESL Cologne with 15,000 people at the venue feels better than a major, but still major is a major, and Valve is working really hard to improve every problem and everything.
Right, it's a bit more prestigious. Yeah. All right, there are many teams right now rising up, and the current state of the top tier is pretty well mixed. Does that motivate you to prepare for the next tournaments even harder?
Yeah, the competition nowadays, oh my god, it's so high. Yeah, teams are playing so well. There are a lot of great players, and I mean, it's also motivation for us. If you want to get there, we have to work more than we did in the past, and we know that. I mean, it's really good. It's really good to everyone. It's really good to the community. It's good for us. It's good for the players. It's good for sponsors. It's good for organizations. It's good for tournament organizers. It's good for everyone. So it's really nice, and I hope we can get there.
And for you personally, who do you consider to be the best player in the world right now?
I think it's hard for me for the role that I play. If I was starting, if I could restart playing CS, I would not choose the way that I play, the role that I play. I would not play like this because I'm really supportive player. I think I was really good. Back in the days I was really good in what I was doing. I was one of the best in the world, probably. But to be the best player, a star player, I think in my mind I have like a block in my mind that I don't know how to be this guy. I don't know how to be that guy, to be a superstar player. I'm always trying to help my team, and I mean I would be happy already being the best player in what I do.
Right, but the team spirit, it's one of the most important things, right, in the game.
Yeah, I think every best in the world had a player like me. So yeah, I think it's simple as that.
All right, so thank you for the interview. And one last thing that I would like to ask from you. Do you have anything to say to your European fans, especially in Czech Republic?
Oh yeah, sure. I have never been there in Czech Republic. I wish I could. I know it's very beautiful. Yeah, I mean, every time that I come to Europe, I always have a great experience. I mean, you have a lot of cultures here, and I think it's nice. I love to get to know new places and new cultures as well. So, I mean, thank you very much, guys, for supporting us. I receive a lot of messages from people from Europe, from Portugal, from everywhere in Europe, and I just love that. And fans are always really loud here, so I really love that. And yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you as well.